Good evening and welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to Night Talk. Well, the D for tonight is decompress. Analyze this mess because somebody has to say it. Shout out to the mob, all my other bears, I call the grizzlies and the honey bears. Please hit the like on your way in and join me. I'm really gonna try to make this 30 minutes or less tonight because it's decompress. Yeah. I know it's Friday night. It's June 13th and it is 9:21 on the clock. It's the weekend. The decision hasn't come in. So now it's just for me time to take a step back. I mean, truthfully, I have, I've said it for the last several nights. I filed what I needed to file. I don't have to keep repeating myself or filing extras to be heard. What I've submitted speaks for itself. It's fact based, evidence backed, and rooted in the truth. Yeah. So, as I said last night, I've done my work for now. This pause isn't idle, so no, it's still preparation. There's still much to be done in anticipation. But stillness, just being still, that's a strategy. Yeah, while others may misinterpret, the quiet as defeat, it's no, it's just discipline. Strategy, as I've said before, doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it looks like patience and letting others overplay their hand. Those who rush to respond or overreact often reveal more than they realize, and that's what I'm learning. You know, when things are over explained or repeated over and over again, in the court records, at some point it becomes ineffective. So, yeah. But every unnecessary filing, and I mentioned this before as well, only highlights the fear or what already on the record. So, if what, for example, if what I wrote on June the 4th wasn't significant, they wouldn't be scrambling to respond or clarify or supplement. Yeah. The more they file, the more they confirm it landed exactly where it was supposed to. However, I've said enough. Now I need to let the evidence speak. The court has it. Yeah. I don't need to battle in the comments section, which I don't very often right now, in the live chat, or, again, with unauthorized filings. I gave the court every piece it needs to decide. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know that there is actual strength, and I've been thinking about it some today, in just trusting your own gut, in this case, my own submission. Yeah, just stand on that. Trust. Mhm. There's strength in that. Yeah. And the truth doesn't beg for attention. It waits and stands firm. I don't have to shout to be heard. The truth isn't desperate. It doesn't chase, it attracts. That's the difference between noise and credibility. Pressure doesn't break me. What I've learned over the years, it actually sharpens me. But only if I allow room to decompress. That's just as important. I mentioned this, I think, last week. I'm in a marathon, or we're in a marathon. This is not a sprint. If I let the pressure overwhelm me, then what can happen is I can lose clarity. So tonight, I just step back. Not because I'm giving in, but because I'm giving myself space to think clearly and to stay sharp. Decompression isn't surrender, it's stamina. I know. I know. Yeah. Sometimes there's a purpose to leaning in, and then there's a time or purpose when to fall back. So knowing when to rest is just as critical as knowing when to act. I'm not burning out trying to match the chaos. I move with intention, not impulse. Yeah. They want disruption, but I give them discipline. Their tactic is confusion, distraction, derailment. Mine's is consistency, truth, and focus. That contrast is already, I think, being noticed. And believe it or not, the court sees everything that, comes in, every piece of paper, everything. The clerk makes the entries into the docket, or others, that are working in the office of the clerk of the court. Yeah. Even when additions or corrections, or if there's any type of issue, yeah, they take care of it. They do. But they see what's going on. I have to trust that. So again, tonight I just simply take a step back. It's a Friday evening. I don't plan to be online. I just long enough to reclaim, my breath. Just take a deep breath, because tomorrow I can come back even more grounded, more focused, and more ready. This is my moment to, just reset mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because if this journey has taught me anything, it's that peace under pressure is my superpower. Now you see the other screen, it just went to my screensaver, and that's okay. And no one gets to take that away from me. All right, so my mic should be on. And let me just see who is joining me. My moderators are out there. Yeah, yeah, it's just time to relax. I just want to relax for, just a few minutes. And then I'm going to say goodnight because I have a few more things that I'm working on. Yeah. And I want to allow myself enough time tonight so that I don't run into, it's midnight, it's, past 11, and I still have things to do after, I end my broadcast. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I hope you don't mind. Yeah. I am sure there's probably a lot out there in the YouTube streets to occupy yourself with. Yeah, I may have listened in only briefly. Yeah, I'm aware of a couple of things maybe that might be going on. I'm not, that into the details, but yeah, I'm. There's always something. Yeah, right. Mhm. So decompress. Mhm. I even already I took a long bubble bath before I even came on. So if I sound like I'm like I'm I'm really relaxed right now. I am. Yeah. And I appreciate everything that you guys have done to support me, just listening. And um, some of you have, written to me on email and, just sent words of encouragement. I appreciate that too. The YouTube streets is the Wild West. Wild, Wild West. Okay. Who's the new sheriff in town? Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I don't know if you remember. This was when I first came on. This would have been at the end of, I'm going to say 2020, beginning of 2021, when Auntie Hammy, does anyone, does, you know what? I haven't thought about her until just now. For a long time, when you say Wild Wild West, because I called Auntie Hammy the new sheriff in town. Yeah, I did. And I made a little video. Jeez. I don't even know if I have that one. I probably don't have it up. I don't even know if it's in my, still in my studio. That's when I was just making, videos. I still have it up and it's public. I called it exclusive Unwind with Teddy new comedy. Auntie Hammy, new sheriff in town. Her horse, Armand Wiggins. I didn't know about these, but there must have been. Let me see if I can play that. Yeah, let me see if I can bring it. When I was first making videos, I was really putting a lot of time in to create videos. Yeah, it takes to put this one video together. It probably took me a week at least. Because I was just beginning, you know. I wanted to make sure everything was just right and I was learning. And if you ever become a content creator, there is a learning curve to YouTube. But yes, you see it. It was January the 3rd, 2021. I believe that's, let's see, 4 years ago. Yeah, look at that. January the 3rd, 2021. New comedy. Auntie Hammy, new sheriff in town. Her horse, Armand Wiggins. Okay, I'm going to play it. As, put my headphones on. Yeah, we're just relaxing tonight. Okay.
You're under arrest. Probably didn't have his iron today.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? I say, well, Happy New Year's Eve. I got dog in his hand. That's my horse. That's my horse. Well, I say, God dog it. That's my horse, Armand. Yeah. We're going to talk about it today. I got some things. Well, by golly, we got to talk about it. Well, by golly, we got to talk about it. We got some people that are going to be mad. We got some people that are going to be mad. Well, I don't give a damn. I've got my boots, and we're here to talk about it. We're here to talk about the exclusive tea.
Drink. Awfully decent of you.
Two of the usual.
Yes, sir.
And ever since I went on the Tasha K interview, I became a YouTube famous. Thank you, Tasha K. I'm telling you, she saddled those motherfuckers right on up. And she told me, now I'm out here to set the record straight. I've been researching motherfuckers. That's right. I've been researching these motherfuckers. And by golly, I came up with a few things. And what they call it is tea. I came up with some tea. I'm here to expose a biatch. I got my snakeskin breeches. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I said, you know what? I got my chair. But I don't think I can sit down right now because the tea is too exclusive. Me being here in these YouTube streets is not good for these fuckers. We've got some male bloggers that happen to think they are entitled to talking about women every day. Can you believe this shit? I would think that the male bloggers would talk about the male bloggers. No. They've always got our dicks.
You wouldn't dare.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. It's a new sheriff in town. And you don't want me to bring out the chopper. You don't want me to bring out the chopper. Nope. You don't want the chopper. You don't want it. I'm just telling you, there's a new sheriff in town. Guy, so choose your blogs wisely. Because Sheriff Andy is in these YouTube streets, right? And when I see a motherfucker violating, well, I'm going to have to...
Drink!
Oh, deputy. Deputy. What is it, Sheriff friend? Very pal. Drink. What?
I'm going to see what I was going to do. I was going to come and say, it's going to get real. You know, and I miss my seating on my chair, you know. That's all right. I'm all right. Calm down, everybody. I'm all right. Don't call the ambulance. I ain't got health insurance. I can't afford it. Now, as I was saying, if I catch one of you fuckers violating, I'm gonna get on your ass. Just know, there's a new sheriff in town. Right? And I need all of my nieces and nephews to let me know when you see a motherfucker violating. Send it to me, and I'll get on their ass. We got some big case by the name of Armand Wiggins. Yeah, Armand the Stallion is what we should call him. Well, that's what he looks like. He looks like one of my horses out there in the barn. And he's always just talking. Well, it's time to talk about him.
Thank you. It was delicious. Bartender, where's the mine?
And I'm gonna come for your ass. Only way I know how. Shit, I don't fucking know who the fuck you are. I looked you up. I looked up your motherfucking rap sheet. And I found some things out, Mr. Armand. How about that, you fucker?
Now we had a little whim. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the whim was sure to go.
Yep. I found some things out about a lot of you motherfuckers. Either way, you fucks know what you're doing. You're using a certain person's name to get views. And we're gonna fucking talk about it. Okay, let's go. Let's see here. My evidence. I go to Armand Wiggins. I go to his page. I search his videos. High to low, most popular. It says most the fuck popular. You've never gotten 1 million fucking views, motherfucker.
I hate you.
Anytime this year, you can't bust a hump unless you mention one person, and that's Tasha the fuck K. She owns you, bitch. That's your motherfucking mama, motherfucker. Saddle them up. You know what, you motherfuckers? I'm on y'all ass, bitch. I'm on you motherfuckers ass in these hot ass motherfucking boots. These motherfuckers got my motherfucking ankles sweating.
I'm going to keep rolling this, but for those of you who are just now joining me, I'm playing a video that I created on January the 3rd, or I published it on January the 3rd, 2021, Auntie Hammy. And the reason I thought about Auntie Hammy is because Vicky Black, my moderator, said that the YouTube streets were the wild, wild west, and it triggered my memory that Auntie Hammy, she was the new sheriff in town, and she created, a little clip talking about Armand Wiggins, who at the time was talking a lot about women. And so she was making her point there. And one of the person was Tasha K. But as you can see right there, January the 3rd, I was using black and white. Okay. At the end of my videos, I had like a, outro, like a movie. Nobody else on YouTube in this sector was doing it. I didn't get this idea from anyone outside of, I wanted to present it that way. Yeah. So when I have seen people saying that they were, original, or I copied them, all I have to do is go back to my videos. Hmm. I've always used black and white. That is uniquely, well, it was for me, and it still is. Yeah. And you see, I had new sheriff in town, Auntie Hammy, the horse in the barn, she called Armand Wiggins. Then I had the cartoon sheriff, Daffy Duck, the deputy, Porky the Pig, the cartoon bandit. The original YouTube video was from Auntie Hammy. And then there were, some other little clips that I had included. And there, all the timing, the music, even to her, like when she pulled out, her hands, and it looked like she was, you know, firing off, a little pistol or something, pretending to be a sheriff. Yes, I had sounds in the background, and it took me some time to just create the video with, integrating the cartoons and all of that. Hmm. Remix and directed, Unwind with Teddy. Screenplay, Unwind with Teddy. Oh my goodness. I am a singer, edited by Trumpet, and music. So, yes, when I first came on, I was, was a while before I went live. Yeah, I was just making videos, and they took a lot of time to edit, versus coming on live. Although, for my lives too, some of them, It takes, preparation, music tracks, and that. Yeah. And I think that video, it it's for, coming out then and not being that known. I gotten almost 450 uh, views. So when I tell people, when I look back at 2021, mhm, this is before I was caught up in, I wasn't even watching. I'm telling the truth. I wasn't watching when Monique Tolbert came on Nosy Whole Live. I had heard about all about the tea, but I was doing my own thing and focusing on, my music or whatever else I wanted to do, you know. Mhm. And then it would be after Nosy Whole Live, channel was taken down. And I started lunch, having the lunchtime and running the vintage theater. That's what I called it. Clips from Nosy Whole Live. If you look at this, that was January, the little clip that I played. I had always, since I came on, had kind of that movie theme in my mind in the videos. And I started rolling out Nosy Whole Life clips and giving commentary. That's right. I had no idea that it would have the kind of effect that it had. Mhm. That's what this was about. I had Nosy Whole Lives catalog. Mhm. And someone thought that they had snatched all of those videos and they would never be seen again. I didn't realize as I was rolling them out, it was probably saying something. Mhm. That's right. Just look at the history. The very first time my channel was struck, it was Nosy Whole Live videos. So why not something else? Right? It was always about Nosy Whole Life. Initially the takedown. Mhm. Yeah, that was part of it. Because it was the impersonation of Nosy Whole Life. That was the first time that I had experienced impersonation. Yep. I know the history. People don't know the backstory, but I can go back to the beginning of my videos and just show you this is what I was doing. Hmm. Yeah, there were other things too, but yeah, I don't make stuff up. I don't have to. Do we have a little fun? It's 10 o'clock. That's like perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that 40 minutes went by quickly. I said I wanted to take it to 10 o'clock. And that, I think that will do it for me. Let me just look at your comments real quick and then I'm going to wrap it up. The Wild West. Is that what's going on? Only because I asked the question. That's why I say you never know what I'm going to talk about. Mm-mm. Yeah, I can just get an idea. Thank you, Vicky Black. So, what's wild and west about the YouTube streets right now? I can take 5 minutes since you've taken 40. Yeah. Oh, we have people in the bushes. Yeah. All right. I think I can leave it at that. And just wrap things up. That way I can do what I need to do for the rest of the evening. Okay. So, biggest bear hugs go out to all the grizzlies and the honey bears. Once again, I appreciate you for joining me tonight. It's called D for Decompress because sometimes I just need to do that. It's a blaze. I guess I'm going to have to, well, I won't, um, maybe take a look around and see what's going on. Yeah. Yeah. Where shall I begin? I don't even really know where to start. Yeah. There's a lot of people I don't, watch on a regular basis. Yeah. But I'll look around. Yeah. That's what it was, a flashback. Yeah. Okay. Please hit the like on your way out, and you can email me at unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. But now it's time to say good night. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.